Why don't you tell them how we kind of how we found that agent for the rehab and how we found the contractors and that, because that's pretty good.
Yeah. So it's a good example. This is a part of North Carolina, probably like an hour south of Fayetteville. We never done a deal that far from Fayetteville. Paul and I, we've done it in Fayetteville, but not that far out. So we found a wholesale deal there. We analyzed the property. I'm like, Paul, I think this makes sense. What are your thoughts? We kind of looked it over. We took it down thinking this was like a no-brain deal. However, we learned some things along the way once we got an agent, because what I did essentially was our plan was we bought really low from the wholesaler. Our plan was then to take that deal and just, given this as a hot seller's market, relist it on the MLS as is. I found a solid agent there, and what I do is I don't go to the KWs or like the national real estate agencies.
It's important. It's important how you find the right kind of agent, guys. Listen to this.
Yeah, exactly. So especially in the more second tier, more rural markets, I don't go to the big shop places. I go to the boutique, more regional agents that they've been a family business for 40 years. They know everybody in town, inside out of the market. And I call them and I explain to them what I'm doing. A lot of times the first hurdle is if you send a blank email, they're like, this sounds like a scam, what's going on? So then I follow up with a phone call, explain what we do, who's this northern boy coming down south, that kind of thing. I talk too fast, I guess. But you build a relationship with them, explain it's legit, explain what we do. Okay, this makes sense. All right, I'll take the listing. Now I'll go to the house and give you my analysis for it. Again, all free. They kind of said
BPO basically, guys, that we're not paying for, more or less.
Exactly, yeah. In this case, we were wrong. So I'm going to give an example where we're not perfect. And we found some issues with the property. She's like, you got to rehab this. And what I said is, okay, who do you recommend? All-Stars, recommend All-Stars. She essentially, we got tapped into her network. I interviewed a few different roofers. We needed a new roof, a few different HVAC people, a few different contractors. We ultimately settled on a contractor that had a relationship with her. They managed the entire thing. They're going to get the listing. Knock on wood, it's not done yet. We're wrapping up.
We're about ready to list this up.
We're about ready to list it. We're wrapping up rehab this week. And essentially, this all started from networking with wholesalers across the nation, getting basically first bid at that property, taking it down. And again, we're not one-trick ponies. We just didn't try to wholesale it. We said, okay, we're gonna break even if we do that. Let's maximize value, and we ended up rehabbing it.
And one of the most important parts of this whole story is we bought this property from one of our students, actually. So he was one of our rock star students, done a great job. Trey, shout out to Trey, right? And he brought us this deal, and he's gotten into doing, I guess it was, I don't know, it was pay-per-click marketing he was doing, I think it was, right? So he's not only doing what we're doing, but he's added PPC into his repertoire, and he's doing different things too. And he's also rehabbing down there in San Antonio. But we will buy from our students as well. So the whole point of that is we leave no stone unturned. We're trying to find deals wherever we can, even if it's a for sale by an owner on Zillow.com.
Correct, yep.